Welcome to EGD Made Easy. Remember to like and subscribe. The headache of the Pentagon. Now, we all have those moments where the Pentagon, we're not given a radius, we need to find a center point, all these different types of things. So I'm going to start off by drawing a Pentagon that has to have a side length of 30 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing a construction line. Just a simple construction line. There I have it. I set my compass to a size 30 because that's the length of the side. $30 millimeters. That will be the first edge of my Pentagon. First edge of my Pentagon. Then, quickest, simplest, easiest way for me to draw a Pentagon is the 72-degree method. That is what I focus on. That is just the fastest way. It's the easiest thing to remember. So I draw a 90-degree line up at the end, construction line up at the end of every single of the edge there. I take my protractor. I set it at this intercept here. I put it on 0. Make sure that it is perfectly in line with my 90, that my line is perfectly straight on the 180 at the bottom, and I measure from the 0, 70, and then 2 degrees, and I make my mark. So that is going to be my mark, which gives me a 72-degree angle here. I measure the same thing on the opposite side. From the 0, 70, 1, 2. I have 72 degrees on each side. Construction line up. Construction line up. I set my compass to my 30 millimeters to make sure that it hasn't changed. On the end of my line here, I mark 30, opposite side, I mark 30, and I join the dots. Fastest, quickest way to draw a pentagon. Now this can be drawn at any angle. This method can be used at absolutely any angle. So if my question states that I need to draw this at a 30-degree angle, what I would do is I would draw a 30-degree construction line from the point that they want me to draw it. 30-degree construction line, and I would mark my 30 millimeters on my line. Draw that in as an A line. Then perpendicular to my 30 would be 60 degrees. I would draw perpendicular line so that I get this 90-degree line here, 90-degree line here, and again, protractor. Make sure it's absolutely perfectly straight, so it's going through my 90. It's on 0. Measure 70, 1, 2, opposite side, 70, 1, 2, mark it, draw my construction lines in, construction lines in, take my 30 millimeters that I have already measured, mark my side, find the top intercept, and then I join my dots. Fastest, quickest way to draw a pentagon, no muss, no fuss. And you can do this at any given angle from any given side. All you need is the length of the side. Okay, now the other headache is they want me to draw a pentagon starting at its center point. So my starting point would, for example, be here. They give me starting point A, and they want me to draw it from the center point of my pentagon. I would draw an auxiliary view, so I would have my pentagon here, and then once I have my pentagon in, I'll find the center point. To find the center point of any pentagon, I set my compass to just more than half, and I bisect one side. This is how you bisect one side, and I draw a construction line through. I bisect another side, and that would be my center point of my pentagon. To check whether it is in actual fact in the center, put my compass on the center there, measure to one vertex, and draw a construction line circle around it. Every single point is supposed to touch. And now I have the center point of my pentagon as well as a radius to draw with. So I can draw my pentagon from any given center point. So again, let's say they want this to be drawn at a 45-degree angle. From there, .45-degree angle with the apex being this side, still set. I set my compass to the length of my side. My apex is supposed to be here. Mark on each side. Mark on each side. Mark for the base. Mark for the base. And that will also be 30. At 45. Pentagon drawn using a center point when not given a radius at a 45-degree angle. Done. Easy stuff. Please remember to like and subscribe, guys. Please mention in the comments if there's any other shapes or any other tips that you'd like. Bye.